What's up guys, it's Smitty back with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be looking into the most likely 2021 NBA MVP candidates. Before we get into this video, it would be awesome if you can check to see if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's completely free, takes about 2 seconds to do, and it really makes my channel grow. Also, if you enjoyed this video, consider liking it. It'll recommend this video to even more people. So if you'd like to help me out, make sure to smash the subscribe and the like button. Thanks guys, I really appreciate the support. Enjoy y'all. The NBA MVP, arguably the most important and popular individual award in basketball. Every year the NBA votes on who should win this award based on their regular season. The recipient is regarded as the most valuable player to their team in the NBA. Therefore, no playoff feats matter in the voting. In fact, the recipient is decided before the playoffs even start. The typical criteria for choosing the NBA MVP is as follows. 5. The player's outlying stats such as assists, rebounding, and efficiency. 4. The story behind the player. 3. The player's defensive presence. 2. The player's scoring totals. And 1. The team's success and reliance on the player. These 5 categories are subject to debate, but this is the main order I have. I'm only going to discuss 3 main players for the 2021 MVP, but here are my honorable mentions. Kevin Durant. If KD comes back 100% healthy and leads the Nets to the number 1 seed in the East, I think he will win the award. The big concern is whether he comes back healthy. James Harden. Harden is a great stat filler, but I don't think the Rockets will amount to anything greater than the 4 seed in the West. Therefore, I don't think you can justify Harden as the MVP unless he can help the Rockets get 60 wins, not to mention the turmoil in Houston's organization at the moment. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Despite Giannis winning the last 2 MVPs, I don't think he can do it this season. The last person to three-peat MVPs was Larry Bird from 1983 to 86. Even if Giannis puts up the same numbers as last season, I think voter fatigue will edge him out of the conversation. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Jason Tatum. I've seen some people have Jason Tatum in their top 3 candidates for 2021, but I think he's not quite there yet. If he can lead the Celtics to the number 1 seed in the East and put up 28 points per game, then sure. But I don't see that happening for another 2 seasons. Now that we have the honorable mentions out of the way, let's get into the main candidates. My 3rd place candidate is Steph Curry. Even though Curry was injured last season, I'm very high on this Warriors team next season. Don't be surprised if they end up with 60 wins. Curry has had over a year to fine-tune his game, and I would project Curry to put up similar stats to his 2015-2016 season. I'd project Curry to have 28 points per game, 6 assists, on 50-45-90 shooting splits. The Warriors are going to rely on Steph to get buckets, and at 32 years old, I think Steph will be able to. My philosophy on Steph's situation is that he's had so much time to develop his skills without being physically tested in a regular season. Therefore, I think Steph will have at least a phenomenal season in terms of efficiency. When playing 82 games, there isn't as much time to focus on fundamentals. Over the last year and a half, Curry has been developing his shooting, handles, and maybe even athleticism. Steph is fully rested, and I think this gives him a good chance at a breakout season, kind of like MJ's comeback season. My 2nd place candidate is LeBron James. In a way, LeBron got robbed of the MVP last season. Not necessarily because of the voters, but because Giannis simply put up ridiculous numbers. If LeBron put up over 25 points, 10.5 assists, 8 rebounds, and attained the best seed in the West most seasons, he would win MVP. Steve Nash won MVP with 10.5 assists and 19 points per game, while being a defensive liability. You can't tell me LeBron didn't put up MVP caliber numbers last season. There is a trend of players being robbed MVPs, becoming MVPs the next season. Most of the late 2010s MVPs are examples of this. Therefore, LeBron fits the mold almost perfectly for MVP in 2021. All he has to do is sustain his greatness. My main candidate for the 2021 NBA MVP is no other than Luka Doncic. This may be a hot take, but after I considered every aspect of an MVP, Luka definitely fits the mold. He simply checks off all of the boxes. Luka had very good outlying stats last season. In only his second season, Luka averaged 8.8 assists and 9.4 rebounds per game, which is all-time great for a guard. His efficiency wasn't the greatest, having 46, 32, 76 shooting splits, but he's only in his second season, and I believe he'll make a jump in that category next season. It's typical to see a player attain better efficiencies from their third to fifth season. This is because of better shot selection. Luka also checks off the story category. I hate this category, but it is without a doubt relevant in the voting. For example, Russ's MVP season was fueled by his revenge on Kevin Durant, according to the media. Therefore, many people were compelled to vote for him, and look what happened. In Luka's case, he would be the youngest MVP ever, which definitely fuels the fire. As for defensive presence, this is Luka's one box not checked off. He isn't a liability on defense, but he sure isn't a great defender. As for scoring totals, Luka definitely checks off this box. I could see Luka leading the league in points per game next season. He was close this season and is still developing. Luka has talent for scoring the basketball, and I think everyone can agree on this strength. The final category is team success, and I think this also goes in Luka's favor. If Porzingis can stay healthy, the Mavs can definitely slip into a top 3 seed in the West. Don't be surprised if the Mavs get 55 wins or more. Not to mention, without Luka, the Mavs would be irrelevant. This is a key foundation to his MVP case. So Luka checks off 4 of the 5 MVP boxes. No other player next season can check off 4 boxes. There is a chance Steph might be able to, but the odds of it are definitely lower than Luka. Also, Luka excels in a few of the categories. Let's see the last 10 NBA MVPs and how many boxes they checked off. Derrick Rose checked off 3, LeBron checked off 4 both times, KD 3, Steph 4 and 3, Russ 4, Harden 3, and Giannis 3 and 4. Checking off 4 of the 5 boxes will usually land a player the MVP. So why doubt Luka next season? There is nothing to doubt. As long as Luka puts up the same numbers and leads the Mavs to 55 plus wins, he will win the MVP. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. I'd love to see your guys' top 3 MVP candidates next season. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. It massively supports my YouTube channel. Also, if you love basketball, subscribe to my YouTube channel for even more basketball related content. Anyways, this is Smitty, signing off.